What is up guys, and welcome to another Red Dead Online video. Today we are going through all the essentials that you need to be a bounty hunter within Red Dead Online. There is a lot of stuff that you can unlock by progressing through all 20 ranks, but to be honest, you realistically do not need all of it. You only need a couple things to actually be a decent bounty hunter. The rest of the stuff that you can get for ranking up and unlocking stuff for being a bounty hunter is pretty much just aesthetics, and you don't really need that because it doesn't really change too much. If you are on a tight budget, you only want to be focusing on the stuff that I say in this video. The first thing you're going to want to unlock is the reinforced lasso, and this is unlocked straight away when being a bounty hunter, but you do need to go and pay $350 as well as use unlock tokens to go and unlock it, just like all the other items. But this is a lasso made with reinforced rope to keep bounties secure, so that means that it's going to take more time for them to go and break free, which gives you more time to then ride back to go and bring them to a jail cell, or for you to go and bring them back to a bounty wagon. If you just go and use the normal lasso that you can go and get just for playing Red Dead Online, the thing that you get straight away and everyone has access to, unfortunately you do not have as much time as if you was going to go and use a reinforced lasso to go and lasso someone and go and hog tie him down. It just gets very annoying if you go and use the normal lasso and they just keep on breaking free whilst you're trying to ride back to a certain location. For $350 to go and buy this lasso, it is definitely worth it because you'll be making that money back in no time. If you are serious about being a bounty hunter and you are going to keep on doing these bounties, including legendary bounties, this will definitely help you out. The second thing to go and get is the bounty wagon. Now this is where it gets very expensive. This is unlocked at rank 10, but it costs $875 to go and buy. This is a very expensive purchase, plus you also need to use unlock tokens to go and unlock it. But this does make life a lot easier. As you start to go and rank up through the bounty hunter and you go to these bounty boards, you'll start to notice that there are certain bounties that require you to go and get 2 people, as well as it can go all the way up to 6 people. This is very difficult to go and do if you do not have a bounty wagon. What you might find is that you'll be able to go and get 1 or 2, and normally that involves one being on the back of your horse and then you also lassoing the other one and dragging it closely behind. The only other way that you can go and do this is if you're part of a posse. The bounty wagon does make life a lot easier, especially if you're going to be trying to go and get a number of different bounties. If you're only trying to go and get one person, it's probably not the best thing to be using. You might as well go and use your normal horse. No matter what that horse is, it is better than the bounty wagon, just because its handling is very difficult, and you'll find yourself trying to navigate through trees in some situations with this, and it's very difficult to just go and maneuver around with a wagon. But yet again, this is another thing that will definitely pay for itself. Yes, it is $875, but by going for those bounties where there is 5, maybe even 6 different enemies that you have to go and get, it does go and pay for itself, and it makes life a lot easier because as far as I can tell, no one can escape once you go and put them in the back of this wagon. The third thing that you should be looking at getting is the new horses for the bounty hunter. This is the Breton, and it costs $950, plus you also need to go and get free unlock tokens, as well as if you are going to be going for this, you probably need to go and get a new saddle as well. With the Breton, you realistically only want to be going for a rank 20. Anything before that, they do look very good. Some of their coats are very nice, but unfortunately it does not live up to the stats of what you can go and get with a rank 20. And even if you did go and buy a rank 10 and then tried saving up to go and get a rank 20, it's just a bit of a waste of time. You might as well just save the money that you have right now, go and get to that $950 and go and buy the Breton. But with the Breton, as soon as you buy it, you can go and get 6 health, 7 stamina, 6 speed, which maxes out at 9, and 4 acceleration, which maxes out at 7. Once you go and get level 4 bonding, the health goes up to 9, and also you're able to go and get max stamina. So overall, this horse is a very good horse to have no matter what you're doing. But this does primarily focus on conflict horse. This is what you're going to be wanting to use your horse for. So those are the 3 things that I think are the most essential things to go and get if you're going to be going down this bounty hunter route. There is also one other thing to talk about. I don't think it's essential, but it is fun to go and use, and that is the Bolos. They do require you to go and get to rank 10, use an unlock token, and they do cost $30 each. But for me, I end up just going to use my lasso instead. Bolos are pretty much used in the exact same way as a lasso. What you do is end up throwing it towards the enemy NPC, in this case the bounty, and it will then tangle them up. The thing that I like with the lasso is that I can go and use it on the back of the horse, go and throw it over the bounty, and I can just ride off dragging the enemy NPC behind me. With the Bolos, you can't really do that. You end up throwing it, it tangles them, and it does disarm them, and that does give you time to then jump off your mounts and then go over to them to then go and hog time or do whatever you need to go and do or want to go and do, and then you can go and put them on the back of your horse and then go and take them. It just feels like it's a bit more work for me to go and do, whereas with a lasso, and especially with bounty hunting, if you're going to go and do any of the tiers of bounty hunting, you can just rush in with a lasso, go and lasso the bounty that you need to go and get, and then ride off. And in a lot of cases, some of the other enemy NPCs that are around you won't even bother chasing you down, because you quickly get in, you quickly get out, and you are out of their radius, so they don't bother chasing you down. With the Bolo, you don't really have that. If you're already in conflict and you are sort of stuck off your mount and you are running in there, it is probably a good thing to go and use to quickly go and tangle up your bounty, whilst you can then go and take down every other enemy, go and loot all their bodies, and then finally come back over to that bounty, hog time with the lasso, and then go and put them on the back of your horse. For me though, this is not essential, but it is definitely fun to go and use, so I'll leave it up to you guys of whether or not you think that this is an essential thing, or if it's just something that you can go and use for fun and an extra way for you to go and get the bounty. But anyway guys, I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did enjoy, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, but for now, I'm going, so see ya.